Hey everyone, what you're about to listen to is a slice discussion from the podcast that my friend John and I do called Hi Mom. We discuss various things, but we'll usually have a main topic. This is the main topic for that episode. If you want to listen to the full episode, we are available on podcast hosting apps like Apple, Spotify, and many more. I'll leave links in the description so that you can pick and choose where you want to listen to us for the full episodes. Thank you, and enjoy. Alright man, so Castlevania?
Castlevania, let's talk about it. First season.
Alright, season 1 of Castlevania. Jonathan, how much, on a scale of 1 to like it, how much do you like Castlevania?
Like it.
You
no
like
doubt.
it?
Yes.
No doubt. I know that I'm the one that picked this, Jonathan, but I'm kind of in the middle about this.
Why?
Like, I like it, I just don't love it.
I mean, I don't exactly love it either, but I enjoy it.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, for this episode, we're going to limit ourselves to talking about Season 1 because that's how much you watched, and I made it to the end of Season 2, so next time, we're going to do, like, a whole series on Castlevania, right? Like,
yes.
that's what we're planning on doing.
That's the deal.
I think most of my gripes come in at Season 2, but Season 1 is really cool, and it holds my attention.
It's a solid introduction to the series.
Yeah, and I think that this first season, it really just works as like a proof of concept type of thing, right?
Yeah, because I mean they only made four episodes.
Like it's just kind of like an extended pilot. And like cut up to like 4 episodes.
Dude, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if they could have crammed all of it into a 1-hour episode, but
it sure feels that way because each episode is about 20 minutes. They're I mean, I think they're a little bit longer, but I can't remember at the top of my head. But it like this first season equates to basically about an hour or a little over an hour.
Just around, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes. Because, yeah, each episode is like 22 minutes.
Yeah. So, I mean, give or take, you know, it's about the length of a film, like a short film or something. Pretty
much, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I think they knocked it out of the park. They gave us like a really good. They gave us a really good like introductory to this world, to the cast, and to like the arching to the arching like problem. I guess I'm like blinking on the proper word for it, but like
overarching. The
overarching like.
Issue,
quest,
problem,
issue, yeah. I don't know, you know, like the whole reason that this story is taking place in the first place. Yeah, like I like Dracula. I think Dracula is freaking dope. Yeah,
he's hands down one of the coolest depictions that I've seen of him,
for sure. And they do such a good job of like making Dracula feel I don't know if sympathetic is the right word. Yeah, I think sympathetic is the right word. And they do a really good job of like doing like the video game plot of like most JRPGs where like the church is evil. But I mean Castlevania, I've only played like one of the like the first couple games of Castlevania when it was like still pretty early into like the franchise. So and I didn't even get very far in it, so I don't even know like how involved the church is in the video games. But you know, at least as far as this story or this series is concerned, like the church, man, like they kind of like they screwed everyone over. And
yeah, well, I mean,
selfishly and self-righteously.
I mean, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, buddy.
Nobody what?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. And
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's a reference to Monty Python.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah. Um, somebody will get it. They'll laugh.
okay. All right.
But yeah, I mean, historically, I don't know if the church has been a beacon of righteousness. If anything, they've been
No, they haven't. And
greedy
there's
and
plenty,
like,
yes, there's plenty of proof out there in the world that the churches are very self-indulgent, and they screwed a lot of people over.
yeah. And I
over the
mean,
years.
and if we gotta get specific, Catholic Church hasn't really been in the great terms the last 20 or so years. Or
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, and I'm not trying to offend anybody who is, a member of a said church, but like historically, yeah, there's definitely like proof of corruption and stuff. Like just look at like the whole stuff with like indulgences, like selling indulgences, buying your way into heaven and such.
yeah, that was super fucked up. They really screwed over poor people.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I kind of just using that as an example and stuff, and you can see that type of like way of thinking and that type of mindset from the church characters in Castlevania.
Yeah, they're very looking out for themselves, basically.
Yeah, and then like very close minded and but like, and it's like I'm trying not to I don't know. I'm trying to I'm trying to come at it from the perspective of like that's the way they thought back then. Like science is witchcraft, and so I could see them coming at it like, yeah, fuck, I forget the wife's name. Dracula's wife, Alucard's mom.
Lily. It started with an L, I think.
Yeah, I mean, an L sounds very familiar, but I don't remember at the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
Lisa,
she was a woman.
I think it was.
Was it Lisa?
I
I'm not
think.
sure. But she was, she was a woman of science, and she had all the best intentions for everybody. And
I mean, she wanted to be a doctor.
She wanted to be a doctor. She wanted to protect people, and she got Dracula to consider the human race, like she gave him, I guess, like a soul type of thing, like yeah, I'll give you humans a try, until you kill my wife, and then you guys are all
And then
damned to
you're
hell.
fucked. Yeah.
yeah. I love Dracula because he's like,
He tried.
Yeah, he legitimately tried. His wife is murdered, and the reason that he wasn't able to prevent it was because he listened to him. What I like about Dracula is that he's a man who's very romantic. You can tell that he's a man that what he loves, and
yeah, he gives his entire heart to it.
Yeah.
So like the fact that his wife is murdered is just.
It destroys him.
Yeah, imagine the biggest heartbreak you've ever had, and now imagine this guy who's like been alone for most of his life, basically, and you have this woman who convinces him to become a better person, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then she's killed. So like the whole rampage that they show him unleashing upon Wallachia. It feels justified.
Rampage!
Fuck yeah! Fuck them humans! And then, like, demons and shit come out at night.
That was an Archer reference. You seen the cancer episode of Archer?
I think so.
Cancer rampage! He's like being screwed out of his I'm sorry. No. Let's get back to Castlevania. I'm sorry. We can talk about
now
Archer
I'm thinking
some other
about
time.
it. It's like he gets screwed out of his like health insurance, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. They weren't giving him his chemo medicine, so he goes on a rampage to get his chemo medicine. And as soon as he has it, he's already on mission at this point. And as soon as he gets his chemo medicine, he he takes it right away. And Lana's like, "You're really gonna take your chemo medicine right now?" He's like, "Yeah, Lana, I haven't been taking it for like 2 months. I need it." And so in the next scene, you see him like all sick from the chemo therapy. And he's like still going on his rampage. But anyways, Castlevania.
Yeah, so you don't exactly feel bad that he's going on a ramp on like a killing spree, but at the same time it's like, oh, he's killing a lot of innocents.
Yeah, because it like you can really just boil it down to these very specific people.
Yeah.
And instead he's like he it's like it's overkill. Like he's just decided like, yeah, these are the people that fucked me, and therefore nobody gets to live.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it definitely is. It's a extreme overreaction.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder like what really is making him think like all humans are like I've already watched season 2 and season 3. I just don't recall them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I watched them when they came out. So just focusing on season 1, and when you get on season 1, it makes you think like, what's behind the man? You know, what is his history with humanity? Because are we talking about the historical Vlad Tepes, who fought against the Ottoman Empire, you know, Vlad the Impaler,
right,
lined up roads with impaled Ottoman soldiers, and, you know, just innocent sometimes.
Is that something that they address in the series?
I don't think so. No, I don't remember that.
Because it seems, I mean, like I watched the end of season 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And season 2, like, it's like setting up something completely different. And it seems like, and like I don't really want to say it, but you know, like it just seems like they're moving on. Like I have thoughts about that, but like I'm gonna wait till when we actually talk about season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely they definitely start moving in a different direction. Season 2.
Season 3.
You want me to talk about it?
No, it's fine.
No,
it's fine.
okay.
Yeah, no. I'll wait till we talk about that proper. I kind of want to just contain it here to season 1.
To season 1. Yeah. So just focusing on that, it makes you wonder, like, what's driving him aside from the fact that his wife got killed. Like, yeah, she got burned at the stake, basically, like a witch, and that's fucked up. Why aren't you focusing on the church? You're literally killing all these innocent people, and your whole excuse is like, oh, they killed my wife. I should have removed the human stain from Wallachia, and now I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay. So Wallachia, that's the country that's at, or
Wallachia is like a region, but
okay.
you have to remember like how European nations weren't really what we consider them now. Like the borders didn't exist.
I get you.
Yeah, so Wallachia was like a principality, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was a principality in what is now Romania.
Okay.
And it's like right up against where Europe meets the Middle East.
Okay. But
Yeah.
okay. All right. No, I was just wondering because like he wanted to. Well, yeah, he like his plan is to commit genocide and to like wipe all humans off Earth. So like I wasn't even sure if Wallachia was like a fictional place or if it was real.
No, Wallachia was like real, like the actual. You know how he's based off Vlad Tepes or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a real region.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. And so that's why I was kind of like wondering, like, okay, but again, this goes into like season 2, so I don't really want to like get in there. Yeah, but okay, so all right, we kind of covered Dracula. I really like him. I think he definitely like overkilled. But what I like about the man is, or the vampire, is just that like you can tell that he has a big heart, and his reaction, like while overkill, like he's definitely a man of passion, and a man with a lot to offer. If he had, if the world wasn't just so fucked, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that like if circumstances were different and things weren't as corrupt and people weren't as so self-centered and evil as they can be or and would be, he probably would be a different man with just so much to offer and willing to give if he felt like they deserved it. And that's what his wife was trying to get him to do. The fact that he wasn't able to save his wife is because he listened to her. She said, "Go travel the world as a human," and that's exactly,
what he did.
Yeah, that's what he did. And so you can tell that this man, like he loves big, and he's willing to try things. Like he, in a way, he's a very human character.
Yeah, he's got big emotions, and he just goes for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's good about Dracula.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a psychopath or anything, but I do empathize with him.
And I think that's what's kind of the point.
Yeah, because I feel like if somebody hurt somebody that I love, I don't know if I would go on a rampage and start killing people, but I would definitely fantasize about it. I don't know if you've seen and I think I talked about it. I don't know if you've seen Law Abiding Citizen.
You've told me about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so there's like a really crazy torture scene where the guy gets back at the man who killed his wife and daughter. He like injects him with a paralyzing agent, and then just starts like hacking limbs and cutting off parts of him, just so he can feel like all the pain he felt or whatever.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I wouldn't go to the extent of like actually killing people, but the thought would cross my mind to do something similar if that person hurt somebody I loved.
All right, well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has violent thoughts. We just don't act on them.
Yeah. So,
Again, I wouldn't do it. I'm sounding like a psychopath, and I understand this. I'm sounding like a crazy person, but like when emotions are involved.
Yeah, people can go to dark places, and
yeah.
All right, let's just not linger on it too much because I think you're overthinking it now.
But if I had superpowers,
I'd have my League of Evil. Oh no. Goodness.
Oh no.
I don't know. I think if I had access to like superpowers or like, I don't know. I think I would try to be like Doofenshmirtz from Venus and Ferb.
Just try to like take over the tri-state area.
Yeah, I think I'm not a big picture kind of guy.
No, oh
yeah,
dude,
I
no.
think
I'd be terrible. I feel like because I'd be trying to fix everybody's problems, and I feel like I would make things worse.
Why aren't you guys better? Like when Bender became god of like the little fucking sentient little thing, that grew out of his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like one on his butt and then one on his stomach, and they went to war?
Yeah, and then, like it ended with like a nuclear holocaust.
Oh, that's so terrible.
Oh, Bender.
No. Oh, you know who I would be like?
Who, Jonathan?
Oh
who?
My god!
Tell me.
This is so bad. I'd be like freaking. Okay. You know how Invincible is out, the series?
Yeah.
Well, I read the entire comic.
Okay.
It's not that long. It's like 144.
Chapters.
What do we call it? Chapters.
Okay.
I'd be like, there's a character in there. His name is Rex.
Jonathan, tell me about Rex. What is Rex like? Why would you be like Rex?
I don't know. He's like super smart, and he eventually takes over the world. Okay. He becomes like a secret ruler of Earth, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he starts like fixing everything. Like economy goes up, nobody goes hungry. Like he starts like giving in to certain villains so they can help out. So it's like, hey, you want money? Here's some money. You want stuff for your research? Here's the stuff for your research. You want recognition? Here you go.
Here you go.
So
just, they work for me. I give you you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Yeah, so they stop doing basically like evil shit and they start helping out. So I don't know, like given superpowers,
you would be Rimuru. You would be Rimuru.
That's who I'd be. Holy shit, that's exactly who I would be.
Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so I want to talk about the listeners or the speakers. The speakers. I like them. Yeah.
There's some lore that should be explored there.
Yeah, I'm like wondering if they're like based on something real now. Now that you mentioned that Wallachia was a real place. Like I'm wondering if like these nomadic tribes or these nomadic groups that went around and like telling stories and stuff. Because like it makes sense. It makes sense that they like oral history. Like that's basically what they are. They're oral historians. Going around like making sure that people's stories are told, and so that like a history can be formed and can be cultivated. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that there are just nomadic people out there who have done basically that, and I like that. I like they're here. I think it's really interesting how like it's supposed to be like mostly male dominant, right? Like they don't typically have women traveling with them. Am I right in that detail? I don't know if I remember, because I just remember that there was this whole thing about like Sylphie being a woman.
I don't know if I paid attention to that. I know she was like the granddaughter of the elder.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's because of that or the fact that she can use magic. Maybe that's why.
I think that's the reason they include her, because she's good with the magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it's typically like just kind of left, like the speakers are just typically left to having male only, and I think it's just because they travel so much, and because of how hard it is to travel, in a world like this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if they're a nomadic people, though, wouldn't it be safe to assume that the women also travel with them? It might just happen to be that this particular group doesn't have a lot of them.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I feel like I remember there being a detail like that from season 1, but then I don't know.
Might be, yeah.
Like the group leaves at the start of season 2, so that's why like I honestly don't remember. But yeah. So did you know? Like, okay, the first time that you watched this, I know that you rewatched it, so you know. But did you know that they were hinting to Alucard at like when they were talking about like the sleeping hero?
No.
On your first watch?
On my first watch, no. To be honest, I didn't even notice that the first mention of the sleeping hero wasn't even the speakers. It was Merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until this second watch through. Yeah, but before when they mentioned it, I was like, oh, there might be something to this. I didn't really pay much attention to it, and I didn't realize it was gonna be Alucard at all, but I was surprised.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so when Dracula makes this declaration of like 1 year, you guys have 1 year, right? Mm-hmm. When it cuts to him in the castle, when he's talking about, okay, it's gonna take me a year to gather my army.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a really cool detail, because it's like he thinks that he's giving them mercy to like get their, to make their peace and stuff.
Yeah.
But really, it's just because he needs that time to get his army together. Like, I don't know. I thought that was really cool. Like, just, like inside baseball type of thing. But anyways, Alucard comes and he's like, I'm not gonna let you do this. And so I know that Dracula and him fought, and he obviously lost, so he went and hid in the he went to go hide away to recover. But like I want to see like I don't know, maybe like a flashback of that fight, how it went down the first time that they fought, where he retreated, and how he decided that retreating until the speaker and the hunter arrive, as like the prophecy told him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to see that.
Yeah, that would be a great addition to like future,
like a little prequel special or something. I don't know.
Would be nice. I mean, I'm not getting my hopes up for that, but it would be an epic fight, because like I'm pretty sure Alucard is like one of the more powerful characters in the series, and then
they position him for sure.
Yeah, and then Dracula for sure is.
Yeah.
If not the most imposing one. So yeah, that fight would be really great to watch. But again, not holding my hopes for that one.
No, I'm not either. But I don't know. I just thought like that's pretty cool. I wish we could have seen that. But again, this whole first season is really it's a pilot. So
yeah.
So
it's a
yeah,
really good
I understand.
Introduction, really good setup.
Yeah, I understand that we really couldn't get that. But with the episode, or with the this first season ending with the group coming together, I thought it was like really good. I thought it was a good execution. I think that like wrapping it up, because they could only give us these 4 episodes, having them come together the way that they did, was pretty cool.
Yeah, and them together being Trevor,
Alucard, Trevor Belmont, Alucard, and Sylphie. Yeah, and I've been avoiding Trevor Belmont. You brought him up right now. I kind of wanted to finish off by talking about Trevor. What do you think of Trevor?
I like him.
I really him too.
Yeah, he's human. He's decidedly human, dude. He drinks a lot. He swears a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got special training to fight dark creatures, which is really cool. And then he's got like sort of a tragic backstory going on.
Oh,
which is always great.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how like, okay, so I like his introduction, like on that first episode, like after Dracula goes on his rampage, and it cuts to the tavern where those people are like talking about like all the big higher names that deserve to die or whatever because of like causing Dracula's rampage. And when he like, I love in that like first episode when we get introduced to Trevor, where he where the guy is like, and those Belmonts deserve to die, and then like it cuts over to Trevor, and he just like looks the other way, and under his breath he just goes, shit. Which is just a good introduction.
Yeah, dude, the fact that he's like, God damn it, I have to deal with this now. I'm over here trying to get drunk.
Yeah,
I know this fucking farmer is talking shit about my family.
Yeah,
it's like he knows it's gonna end either one of two ways. It's like they're gonna keep talking shit. He's just gonna have to ignore it. They're gonna end up in a fight.
And he basically just gets fed up with them when they go over to episode 2, and he takes care of it. Yeah.
And then they start a brawl. He gets kicked, and then it's like, God damn! Could you please stay away from my testicles?
He's a man that I just remembered that. You're right. Oh man, yeah, Trevor's really good. Can you stop doing that? Um, um, yeah, he has this thing where like because of what happened to his family, like being exiled, right, or excommunicated. He has this thing where he doesn't want to give humans the time because of like the way that they turn their back on turn the way that they turn their backs on him
Mm-hmm.
and the family.
Yeah.
But he can't help himself either. Like he can't help ignoring people in need. Like they're like it cuts to like when he's going around the the town trying to find out what's going on, and that's when he finds out about
Yeah,
the
I mean,
sleeping hero.
yeah,
Like
he can't help see injustice
yeah,
and not do
exactly,
anything
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, he's such a Chad. He's a drunk, but he's a Chad, you know? He's not gonna look the other way whenever he sees somebody in need.
Yeah, I mean,
And
to use language of his era or whatever, he's boorish. He's boorish, he's crass, but he's a good chap.
he's a good chap. Yes.
He does what's right in the end, which is a-okay by me.
Yeah, and I think
Two
for that,
thumbs up.
I think that they crafted a two thumbs up, two thumbs up. I think that they crafted a interesting protagonist too in this way because he is a drunk. He is crass. He's what most people just would consider unsophisticated. But yeah, he comes from like this like family that has this like crazy history and they're like big names, right? And it's kind of
Yeah.
like you almost have to imagine that he's like the black sheep of the family, but he's also the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that it's just not like he's the black sheep who just didn't fit in. Like he was trained well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I'm invested in Trevor's story, and I honestly I think he's much more interesting than Alucard. And I think Alucard is pretty interesting in his own way too.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that he is the son of a human and a vampire, and not just a vampire, the vampire.
Is it mentioned in this season that he is the son of Lisa? Lisa? I gotta look it up.
Well, yeah, because he's like, yeah, because he says that he wants to kill his father.
Mhm.
In episode 1, where he, after Dracula tells the people of Wallachia, like, you have 1 year. You have
Yeah.
1 year. I am not playing around, and he gives him the proof that he's not playing around. Oh no, he didn't. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up scenes. But after his declaration of war,
Mhm.
when he's saying like, okay, I have to gather everybody together for one in a year, Alucard comes in and he's like, you can't do this, father. Like it's heavily implied, or it's pretty much like there that that he is the son of Dracula.
Yeah.
And that he's not okay with what he's doing, because I think I remember him saying that, like, look, I get that you're mourning, I'm mourning too. So
Yeah, but like, but he's trying to make him see like, hey, mom wouldn't like this. What you're doing, like doing this in her name, basically,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
counter to her memory.
yeah, and I think he says that in that scene, like pretty much what you just said. That's the message of that scene.
Yeah, like I mean, because again, what you mentioned, like what the whole deal with Dracula and his wife was that she made him see humanity through her eyes, and
Yeah, and
the
he's
fact that
complete.
he lost that that view, he lost that point of view
Yeah.
in his rage, and
Yes.
it is kind of sad to see like the fact that he's losing himself to his rage and like practically disrespecting her memory.
Yeah, but I think that that's more so in like season 2 stuff, where like those questions really start getting asked and answered.
Yeah,
Yeah, but so like let's go ahead and save it till we get to that, if that's okay with you.
we will. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought that the demons were, I don't, not mute, but like I didn't think of them to be like sentient, you know, like that they could speak. So it like really tripped me out when that demon confronts the bishop
The
in the
blue one,
church.
the blue
Yeah,
demon.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That one that is like he's telling him was like, oh, God, our your God is not as he's not as loving as you think or something. Like
Hmm.
he won't. Yeah, like that shit. That scene, dude. That scene was just
That scene
like
was
I
powerful. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
He
and
said
like he
something along the lines of like the stuff, like your God isn't forgiving of everything.
yeah, he's not all loving the way you guys make him out to be and stuff, and
Yeah.
he's not here in this house, um, and pretty much like you're my food,
Yeah.
you're my food,
Yeah.
and you're doomed.
Empty. I think he called the church an empty box.
Yes, he did say
Dude.
something like that, which is just, oh man, it's like,
And then with the imagery with the bishop like having the cross behind him and the light coming through and the
mm-hmm.
demon still saying like this doesn't matter to us. Like,
Yeah, like it doesn't hurt us the way you think it does.
yeah, dude,
Yeah,
ooh, I'd be shitting my pants if I was the bishop.
yeah, it's such a like Revelations type of scene. You know,
Yeah.
like what you know of like the Book of Revelations. Oh gosh, oh man, I'm like,
Getting
ugh.
goosebumps.
Yeah, just thinking about it. But
Yeah.
that was a crazy scene. Man, season one is so good, and yeah. Anyways, yeah, this was such a good solid season. Like I think that if season 2, 3, and 4 didn't exist or don't exist, like I think I would have been satisfied with this. But also I guess wanting more Dracula, but you know, for what we got, I this first season is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. The start to this series is great, and then I think I saw it on TikTok that they said or at least it was their opinion of this person that did the video that Castlevania was one of the better video game adaptations because I guess it's based on like the third Castlevania.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think it's based on the third, or at least the story of the third Castlevania, and they expressed their feelings that this was one of the better video game adaptations
Mhm.
to like the TV
This is the
format.
yeah.
And yeah, it really is. Because I don't really see
So
many that are better. Not
I
that I.
own I own the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, the one that came out on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I picked it up on a sale, and I like dabbled with the first two games, but I didn't get very far. The whole reason I picked it up in the first place was because I wanted to play Kid Dracula, which was a spin-off,
Mm-hmm.
and it like only stayed in Japan. But I like dabbled with those first two. I think that third one is there, but now that you said that, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check it out because I want to see. I want to see if like what you said is indeed like the case.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe it would like actually pull me to complete the game because Castlevania for the most part isn't really a series that I'm all that interested in. But that's just because like I don't really like dark things too much. I don't know. It's like very few exceptions. But yeah, now that you told me that, and now that like we know this, and we're gonna do this whole like few episodes on the Castlevania series, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested for sure because I'd like to get into it.
I don't know if it's an underrated series, but it's definitely one of the ones that it's like least talked about.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Castlevania, that first season was really, 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 really cool. I think it was a really strong opening for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have thoughts about season 2 that maybe not go in that direction, but we can leave that for the next episode if you want to wrap it up here.
We will. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Alrighty, everybody. So this concludes our first episode on the Castlevania Netflix series will be back next time with season 2.
Season 2.
And so, if if you like Castlevania, I think you're in for a good ride. If not, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. We're doing this. We're gonna do this. Alrighty, everybody.
All right.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Adios, Mom.